Hey, this is Teddy Burriss, your LinkedIn strategist, trainer, and coach. I got asked this question today, and I know a lot of people have this question, and it's this. Teddy, I've worked for 3 different companies. Each one was bought by the next company. Worked for company A, they got bought by company B. Worked there for a few years, they got bought by company C, and then I'm working there now. This happens a lot. How do we deal with that? Rather than send the guy an answer, I thought I'd create all of you this video. So there's a couple different ways you can go about doing this. You could lump them all together in one job description, or you could leave them in 3 different entries. Let me give you some examples. So here's my good friend, Mr. NC Wiseman. If you look down here, you'll see that he originally was an intern for Card Munch that got acquired by LinkedIn. So from 2006 to 2008, he was at Card Munch. You can see he talked about what he did in that role. What you should do, no matter how you do this, is in each entry, you should always speak about what you did and what you learned relevant to what you do today. So you can see he was an intern at Card Munch, and then in 2008 he said Card Munch got purchased by LinkedIn and I was promoted to do this new work. And again, I'm simplifying my messaging here. He should speak about what he did in that role relevant to what he does today. Then look what happened in 2010. The company got purchased by Microsoft, and he was promoted to lead the team of program managers on the acquisition. And again, he should write about what he did in that role relevant to what he does today. I don't care how you put these in here, 3 different roles or one role where you put them all together. I'll show you in a moment. But you should always speak about what you did back then relevant to what you do today. So there's 3 different entries, which by the way, each entry gives you 2,000 characters. So if you want to keep building the content relevant to what you do today, you got 6 different, in this example, 6,000 characters to talk about what you did back then, keyword rich, that's relevant to what you do today. Now, if you want to simplify it very much more, then what you could do is similar to what we did here as the Senior Sales Manager of Eastern Europe at Mary Kay Global. You can see that he talks about, I led the sales team. I managed the local sales managers, mentored them, nurtured them. Talk about all the things that you did back then, relevant what do you do today. And now you can see here is the statement. 1 sentence or 1 very small paragraph. It doesn't need to be a lot of text. Where he spoke about, by the way, Mary Kay bought Face Creams of Eastern Europe, who bought Skin Softeners of Latvia, and he worked at each of those companies. And again, he could talk about what he did in those previous companies relevant and or showing professional growth to what he does today. So you can roll it all up into one position. You get 2,000 characters to speak about all that you learned and all that you grew and all that you accomplished and were successful at using keywords, telling your stories from the past relevant to today. Or you could do it as in this example, Card Munch to LinkedIn to Microsoft. And you'll notice that the time frames of 2006, 2008, 2008, 2010, 2010 to 2011. It's okay as long as you can tell the story about what you did, how you grew, how you were successful, the accomplishments that you had. Here's the word, relevant to what you do today. I'm Teddy Burriss. Pick the idea that works best for you. Individual entries for each company, or roll them all up into one. Have a great day.